In today's education news, screen time linked to poor speech development in under fives. In a parent survey of over 4,758 families, the headline stat is this, that by the age of 2, around 98% of children are on screens daily. And children with the highest screen time, roughly around 5 hours a day, could say significantly fewer words than those watching for around 45 minutes a day. Now, from a teacher's point of view, any of you watching this, it's not exactly shocking. It's almost like it's taken you this long to bring out research like this. We notice it every day. Early year staff, reception teachers are seeing more children struggling to talk, listen, join in and play, and just sort of hold a simple back and forth conversation. And once language is shaky, everything else becomes so much harder. Behaviour, learning across the rest of the curriculum, friendships, confidence. Now, what make it clear here, I'm not blaming parents. We've all been there. As a parent, I know the struggles. I think it's harder being a parent now than it's ever been with the world we live in. We're more busy than we've ever been. We're all absolutely knackered. Childcare is ridiculously expensive. Those support networks that were once there have shrunk. And let's be honest, our own attention is being absolutely hijacked by the algorithms designed to keep us scrolling. Sometimes a screen might feel like the only thing that lets us make tea without a small human trying to scale every cupboard in the kitchen. And look, as a whole society, we've developed a really bad habit of prioritizing convenience over consequence. And another key bit that'll often get missed here, it's not screens full stop that are the issue. It's how the screens are being used. Not all screen time is equal. We're talking here about this passive screen time because very young children don't yet have the understanding or skill set to use technology creatively. So screen time will naturally lean towards scrolling, autoplay, watching whatever comes next. Not because anyone's doing anything wrong, but because they're not developmentally ready to make the right choices with the technology, which is what we as teachers will teach going through the school. The problem here is when passive screen time starts to replace things that build language, talking, playing, singing, reading together, parents and children, family members and children, those tiny everyday chats that don't look impressive but do all the heavy lifting. So what are the government doing about it? Well, they're actually creating the first ever national screen time guidance for under fives, which is due to launch in April. Now, this isn't a ban, although if it was up to me, I would put a ban on social media for under 16s. And it's not about guilt. It's aimed to give parents realistic guidance and better support around early development and speech and language, which is something that's been lacking and hasn't been there for many years for parents, that sort of support network. And look, that gap is already there. The thing is, if we don't talk about it, that gap is only going to widen. So, if anything helps, it's this. If you are a parent of a young child watching this, just be mindful of screen time in the house, including our own. And let's not allow screens to replace that space for young children to talk, play, and grow.